position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Makes the catch.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quick strike complete. At the 40, there he goes. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell. Catch in the middle, it's Reeder. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves are a terrific return. This offense has it with really good field position. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. Caught over the middle, it's Hill. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drop.
Oh, he found a space on the right. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change.
Turning it on! Got enough space! Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Here comes the offense on first down. Off the RPO, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
That's caught. It's Hilton. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Reeder. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Grant Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to the right side. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Nittany Lions will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Reeder. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Reeder. Slithers into space. There he goes, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I will keep spinning the beam.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Breaks the tackle. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. We'll see if this dude can keep it rolling. You know, 3 Alabama running backs have won the Doak Walker for the best running back in the country. Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, Trent Richardson. Throw in Mark Ingram, who won a Heisman. He might be able to add his name to that illustrious list.
And we could still throw people in there too. Sean Alexander, we can go back even further. Alabama's always had great running backs. And when your name gets mentioned with those guys, you talk about puffing out your chest and knowing that you've had a day or a season or a career when you get mentioned with those kind of cats.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Dropping back, it's Russell. That's caught. It's Reeder. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He breaks a tackle. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Off-play action on first down. Fires left. Lost, the defense is wide open. Flying down the left side. The 20. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, probably looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Got his man quickly.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Quick pass on the jet motion. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, if puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the deep.
Oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
He's moving out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this offense, man, they talk about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
On the direct snap, it's Reeder. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. When you see these Alabama linebackers demolish quarterbacks and wreck things in the backfield, you have to think of Derek Thomas in that 27-sack season in 1988.
27. That's insane to have that many sacks in a season, especially when they didn't throw the ball that much. But finding ways to get after quarterback. You've seen Alabama guys, they're built different, they're recruited differently, and they have a lot of success, and they get after quarterbacks.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
Offense facing fourth down.
The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. And they'll mark it down at the 30. Crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Back to pass, it's Russell. Using his feet to buy time. He'll throw it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Backed up now, here's second and long. From the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive at their own 48. give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Creates a little space. Racing to the right. The 30. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown time.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Moves away as he feels pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Get set, get set.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Uncorks one. It's caught.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Wide receiver going in motion. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try to get outside. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes the easy completion. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against.
Turning it on. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Dropping back, it's Russell. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Now the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Denmark. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Penn State.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Might as well stick with him. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college